Buyer Consultation Part 2. Now that I know exactly what's important to you and we are clear on the home buying process, I want to spend some time quickly showing you what I do above and beyond for my clients. Well, fortunately, when you hire me to represent you, you'll recognize that I do so much more than the average agent. I only work with a small number of clients, like you, to ensure a personal touch. I preview homes daily and weekly on your behalf. I contact the best agents for their coming soon listings, getting you early notices of what's coming on the market. I also use what's called a Yites marketing letter to find off-market homes. I research bank-owned and notices of defaults if available. I'll actively door knock communities you like to find a home of choice. I will only show you properties that match exactly what it is that you're looking for. I'll negotiate aggressively on your behalf. I'll work with your lenders and our affiliates to ensure a smooth transaction and closing. Look, the bottom line is this. When you buy a home, it can be stressful, and my job is to remove as much stress as possible. Does that make sense? Great. So, would you like for me to help you find a home? Wonderful. Objection handlers. How about if I sign your agreement after we go out 1 or 2 times? Well, I hear you. In that case, let's sign a one-party agreement on the homes you like to see. It's done every day in the real estate industry. Let me grab that for you. Well, I have a friend in the business who will give me a discount commission. Will you do the same? Well, no. I would suggest working with your friend instead. Well, I'm curious. Is your friend willing to do all the extra work I'm willing to do? And do they have my contacts, resources, and skill set? My listing agent is giving me a point back if I buy a home through them. Will you do the same? If not, why should I use you? Well, it's simple. Your listing agent is busy working to get your home sold. I'm going to put my aggressive marketing plan to work to find your home. Besides, my commission is paid for by the seller. Okay? Well, I don't want to commit to one person right now. Well, I hear that a lot. And guess what? Most people start by talking to a lot of agents until they find one who clearly stands out. Well, based on everything I've shown you, do you believe I can find, negotiate, and get you into your new home? Yes? Then put me to work for you. I'm not buying a home for another 3 to 6 months. Great. Then it's an excellent time to do some research together. We'll have some time to get to know one another. Well, what if we don't like each other after we're working together? Well, I can appreciate that question. And based on my experience, it's the only way that this will happen. The only way that this will happen is if we're not constantly in communication, open and honest about what's important. Does that make sense? Great. Well, I haven't had a chance to interview anyone else. I'd like to take some time and see what other options I have. Well, I welcome it. Take your time to make sure you're making the best possible decision for you. You should interview multiple agents. I understand that the home buying process could possibly be one of the biggest financial decisions you have to make. I've taken the liberty to include in your packet a list of references, the step-by-step home buying guide, as well as an outline of who we are and what you can expect from me as a licensed broker. Take a few minutes to review it. Feel free to ask me any questions you may have. Well, there being none, let's get started on finding you that new home.